The road from Lavers Hill to Cobden. Started off through the forest, same as all the others. Now we're on the other side. Just come out of the scenic forest into the scrubby bush, but still good adventure road. Mild adventure road. Yep, me too. I was looking at you. Jump on that back brake, Nev. Come on. So we've got a little bit of excitement ahead of us. Got these road marking signs ahead indicating a landslide. Be interesting to see whether there is much to be worried about. Landslide ahead. Okay. See if Ben can turn his bike into a wombat again. Oh well. Looks like a non-event. Yep. Anyway, the road's still interesting. The town of Camperdown. Main Street. Quite a thrivey little town. Avenue of trees there. Be some European thing, surely. There we go. Come on, out front. Out front. Nevin is so impressed with the mown verges in Victoria that we are now riding on them. You enjoying these mown verges, Nevin? I'm scared to go up and climb that ditch now. This is a little deviation from Penshurst to Dunkhill. Just a twin track bitumenised backcountry road. Twin track bitumenised, that's what it is. Best road in Victoria to Dunkhill. It's awesome. Still on the road to Dunkeld, but up ahead, interview is the Grampians. What a delightful road though. Coming into the town of Dunkeld. About to climb the Grampians along the spur, the ridge, sorry. Nev's going to lead off. Not a bad little photo that one, Nev, op, if you wanted it. So I think we might just take a photo of this before we continue on. Just up a bit more away from the gate. Yep. Plug the mic in helps, and we're off. Into the Grampians, onto a suggested ridge road. Let's go. Into the bushy part of the track. Much like this all the way in. A little bit boggier in the wet. Signs of that. We're about to come to a turn where we start to do a climb. Nevin's looking forward to that. We shall see. Nearly at the point where we're going to climb. We've started from about 350 metres, currently 380. You can just see it ahead there. The topo doesn't look too bad, so Sunday Drive. It's a main road. Grandma's walking track, that's what it is. That's what it is. Hey, Alright, we're going to do a right turn here, and hopefully this should start to climb a bit. Further up, Nevin reckons. Keep building anticipation for this little ride, Nev. Does look good. Does look good. It's still an easy road. So this here is the start of the route we were given. And what do we have here? A closed gate. So let's have a look. Might be closed but not locked. Yeah. Let's have a little look at this track. Looks like the dirt bikes just all ignore it. This is easy enough, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but we don't generally ignore closed gate signs. Alright, let's have a little look at the maps. So that is a maintenance vehicles only track with gates across it. We're not inclined to ignore that. So we'll continue on. We'd give it a go if it wasn't gated and MVO status, so we ain't going to do it today, or if at all. So it might be just a nice little tour around the Grampians on the dirt. You look at Nevin, he's holding nice and level in these corrugations. And his bike is just bouncing around. We've turned onto Harrop's track, which looks pretty regular. It's pretty regular. But we're up close and personal with the Grampian ranges on the right. Limestone. Thought it was granite, but it's limestoney. Anyway, sometimes adventures don't pan out the way we want. Is what it is. Well, we've come to this point and there's a shortcut across the Grampians. It's called Goat Track 4-wheel drive. Well, what's stopping us? Nothing but ourselves. Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look at Goat Track 4-wheel drive. Yeah, look, we have some wildlife. Was that a bottle of Perrier water he was holding? We'll keep going this way. Nev, what do you think? Bit sandy on the corner there, Nev. Water crossing. Yep. Just the climb out, just needs commitment and line. Definitely a goat track, Nev. Definitely a goat track. Sort of semi-committed now, Nev. Just stop and have a little look. Let's have a look to see how far up we've got to actually go. Yeah, that's a bit of a do. Not really, but gee, fully kitted up. Gets hot quick, doesn't it? Right, let's see. So after stopping, just to shed some of the warm clothes, we're going to continue up this goat track, which just by looking at it looks to be what we call a level 3. Meaning, if you stop, you can start again unassisted. You good, Nev? Nev's good. So start and get up on the feet. About 360 metres in a direct line to the top of the mountain. You just got to negotiate this rough stuff with a bit of picking your lines. Clutch and throttle, that's all we need. Little switchback, throttle up. Clutch work, obviously. We're climbing. Always trying to avoid the big rocks. Bit more throttle here. Don't want to stop on the switchbacks. Still climbing. Throttle. Bit of clutch then. Left line looks good. Left line over the top, and I'm going to go the middle. This is stretching to a level 4, because if I stop, I'm stuffed. Don't know how Nevin's going, I can't worry about that. I just got to keep going. He's behind me, he says. That's good. It's really technical choices here. Any rock bounce could throw you off your line. Just a reminder, we got 50 kilos sitting on the back. So it's like taking your wife for a ride up the hills. Power up, throttle, throttle, throttle. Go, clutch out. Clutch out. This looks okay. Getting okay. Going a little bit slower than what I want. Right. Really just for the sake of it, because we're getting to the top. Sometimes the smooth line isn't the right line, but there, I think we've essentially made it. Stopped and had a look at some campers on the right there. That was a mistake. Now I've lost my line, but we're at the top. Woo! Whoa! I'd stop and enjoy their view, but I ain't gonna. Once you're committed to a hill, don't stop for anything. Alright, you still on my hoist, Nev? He might have stopped for a look and a chat, maybe a beer. Maybe I'm going to find a shady spot. Whee! This is shady enough. Oh. Next one up, I think. Oh. Here comes Nev. No dramas. Now that we have scaled the goat track, four-wheel drive track, whatever it was called, we're just cruising along the top. Okay. Always a problem when you're a little bit too close, you can't read the play. Anyway, we'll carry on. More of a climb ahead. Now the big rocks on the right. Done. We are on the cusp of the downhill, and the downhill is quite a bit steeper than the uphill that we climbed, so this will be an interesting exercise. I'm going to go first gear and clutch out and just keep the speed under control by fingering the brake just off and on. Let the engine do the braking. Doesn't look too bad yet, but we haven't got to the steep bit. This would be fun to climb, regardless. Always a good indication of the extent of the elevation when you see a switchback. This looked like it would have been alright coming up this bit. We're at 550 metres at the top there, so let's see what we're at the bottom. We'll see that view in a minute, hopefully, when we switch back around. Clutch in around the corner. Yep. There's some rocky outcrops there to the left, just jutting out into that valley. We're not going to stop and look. Might just give Nevin some space so I can pick my line too. Yeah, this would have been a little challenging coming up. Sitting back in the seat. Sitting on about 22 kilometres an hour. Yeah. Nice rolling speed. I think we're still to get to the steepest part of the downhill, Nev. But we could be contouring, riding across the contours for quite a bit. Only rocking the path and I aim for it and get it. Yeah, 25 is probably just a little too fast, isn't it? To pull up. Engine's doing all the braking at the moment. Nice controlled descent. I'm happy with first. What do you think this would have been like climbing, Nev? There, one rock there through my line and then threw me into the rubbish. Look at that. You reckon this would have been alright climbing? Yeah, I think it was even easier than the way up, maybe. Or maybe we're just taking the fact that we were just climbing out of our mind. Well, there's no respite when you're climbing. You just know you can't pull up and stop. Go, go, go. Yeah, this is first gear downhill. I haven't changed out of first, so this would have been a bit scrabbly coming up. What are we at now? We're now at 390 metres, so we dropped 160. Oi, I'm going to have a little sit down. We are almost at the bottom according to the maps. Nev. And what awaits us at Hall's Gap, Nev? What awaits us at Hall's Gap? I believe it's called the Hall's Gap Brewery. That's the reward. Oh yeah. Oh, let's grab second gear now, I think. Let it roll on. Doing about 27. I think one more corner and we are at the bottom. That's a good sign they put up there. Hump ahead. Just in time, what do you reckon? Whee! And another one. Yep, there's the bottom in clear sight. Easy peasy from here on in. What do you reckon, Nev? You want to turn around and go back up? Sure?